Hey guys, so I thought I would do a video that has been requested for a long time, and I've also been thinking about doing it for a long time, but now I just got a little push thanks to the lovely Think Like a Horse. I don't even know, it's Rick Gore? Yeah, I don't know. He made a video about me, which was just lovely because I actually made a video about him, like a parody, like a while ago, but I put it down because, yeah, that was kind of a stupid video. But anyways, he made a video back about me, which is just lovely, and I just woke up to it, and I must admit that I was kind of like laughing my ass off when I saw it because it's really hilarious because he has no clue what he's talking about. So I'll start with like responding a bit to what he's saying in his video. And I just have to say that on all of these videos there are like 100 nice comments and like 50 bad comments, so there's obviously like a much bigger range of nice comments, and I really appreciate that, so thank you so much to everyone who writes nice comments and supporting comments. But the only reason that I'm making this video is because Rick made his video, and I just feel like defending myself a little bit. No, I actually don't, but people said I should. People said I should make a responding video to his video. So I just want to do as my followers please, but in the first place I was not going to make like a video like this because I find them kind of like, yeah, you know, kind of like that. Okay, bye.
Or doesn't have a clue what a time.
Yeah, first he comments my use of martingale, which is apparently abuse. So all jumpers and eventers out there, you just have to quit riding because that martingale is abuse.
And you can tell by her attitude and the way she sets us up, she's actually kicking, ripping the horse's mouth out right here. She's yanking on this horse's head, pulling him sideways. She's actually making this horse rear to kind of look.
I'm actually making this horse rear. For everyone who followed me, you know that Mike was a 5-year-old, and I also wrote this in the description of this video, that he's a 5-year-old, and I got him and he was severely abused, he was mentally damaged, and he was like pretty green broke. Like, I didn't break him myself, but he was pretty green when I got him. And his issue was that he was herd bound. Like, he wanted to go, he didn't want to leave his herd because horses are herd animals, obviously, so whenever he was supposed to leave them, he just freaked out and he would go up and he would leap and he would do all sort of stuff. So that is why his issues started, and also he was a 5-year-old, and they often get in like a phase when they're 5 when they try to like battle against a rider. Just like, you know, a 4-year-old child, they just want to go against everything the parent says, and some horses go about like that as well. And I'm not saying that I was a great rider at this time, because I obviously wasn't. I was 15 years old, and I never had a trainer, I never had anywhere to ride. I just rode at the roads at home, as you can see. And the trainer in the video, he said she was throwing rocks at him, she was throwing sand at him to make him go forward, and it actually worked quite well. Yeah, but anyway, that's not why he goes up. He goes up because I try to turn him away. I try to turn him to the side because I want him to walk the other way, but he goes up because he wants to go back to his herd. So that's why he rears, not because I make him. I would never make a horse rear, like, ever. And I don't think it's cool. I mean, it's certainly not cool when you're sitting there on a horse and it almost flips on you. Like, he flipped on me a few times, and that's quite scary and dangerous. I would never, like, make that happen on purpose. Also, he was a jumper, not like a trail horse. I wanted to do jumpers with him, and yeah, you don't make a jumper rear.
Cool to kind of impress people. I mean, she's standing there, she's digging her heels in, giving the horse a forward cue and then pulling back. So horses rear when they're confused. I mean, they'll learn to rear on cue, but normally...
Yeah, you know what, Rick? I think you're pretty confused to your life.
Don't know horses are like, wow, that horse looks really rough. Wow, that girl really can ride because she can handle that. That horse is really crazy. Look how great. Man, she's a great rider.
Yeah.
Look at her, man. That horse is trying to throw her, and man, she's just hanging on, and she's not giving up. Wow, she's...
Yeah, that was exactly what I thought when I was like 15 years old and sitting on a horse and he almost flipped on me. And I was terrified because it was like actually dangerous. I had to admit the last thought in my head was, oh my gosh, people are going to think I'm cool now. because I didn't even have a YouTube. Yes, I had a YouTube channel, but I had like 500 subscribers. I uploaded like once a month. Like, I really didn't do this to show off to anyone because I didn't have anyone to show off at that time. But as you can see at the end of this video, which he didn't include in his pity video, he went awesomely and he turned into a great horse, a jumper. He won like some classes, and I rode him in, he was 13.2 hands, and I rode him in the 90 centimeter jumpers, and now he's doing like medium level dressage because I got him to stop wearing and I got him to stop acting up, and he was sold on to a little girl who's probably had a lot of fun with him. Comment, I'll just say people's names because when they write comments like this, it doesn't harm them to be like exposed. So Stephanie Phrase, I don't know how you say that, but rides like this piss me off. Show off, and I'm sure this horse is a sweetie and great to ride, but what she's doing to this poor horse makes me sick. My horse Moondust would probably try to kill her if she rode him like that. I mean, the thing is that this horse was a really sweetheart, but he was a real sweetheart, but he was abused, he was mentally damaged, and he was not easy to be around because he was scared of everything, but he was really sweet. He was never mean. He never tried to throw me off. He never tried to like hurt me on purpose, and I really know that because he was not that type of horse who would want to hurt you on purpose. Oakcorn says nope, just nope. I don't know what the history of this pair, but it's a pointless video. I don't see any evidence of the rider working with the horse to get at the cause of the issue. The rearing is just a symptom, and what's with the ad nauseam clips of the rearing? Show off at the expense of the horse. Well, if I were to include our whole story, which basically went on with 6 months of this behavior, that video would be like a month long, and I don't think anyone would watch it. I don't think I would have space enough on my computer to store all of those clips. We found his issue pretty early. He was herdbound, and I also wrote that in the description if anyone could be bothered to read that. That is not the only video I'm getting hate on.
Hey guys!
My second most hated video is Meet My New Horse, which was when I got Cara, and that was like a month ago. And I don't think people understand that this horse, I got her and she was crazy. She's still crazy, but she's manageably crazy. But I don't know, people are commenting that she's skinny and stuff, and don't you think I know that? Of course I know that. I was shocked when I saw her. They said she was skinny, but I didn't know that she was that skinny. But my new favorite hater is Macy White, because she's been commenting on like all of my videos, and she's clearly a very jealous little girl. She says that girl cannot ride, and that horse is not 15.2, and the other one is not 18 hands. She knows nothing. And then she said, I said, I guess the measuring tape don't know anything either. And she says, I live with horses. You have one really stupid looking horse, and what do you show in cross rails? I show in a 3 feet to 4'9". You are stupid. Yeah, well, I also show in the like 4'9". No, that's 5 feet. I show in the 4'3" or something. Yeah. So I guess you are stupid too, Macy White. Mercedes Grimes. I have seen horses the same breed in way better shape, fit, and the right weight. Yeah, if you read the description, you would know that she's not fit or in the right weight, and I know that. And then it's Scarlett Oaksmith. Hey, I am 10 years old and I have a 16.3 horse named Sam. I am doing 1 meter jumps. My mom says I'm better than her. Yeah, okay. Good for you. Then we have Jasmine Costigan. Honestly, that horse looked horrible. I think you need to do some training. I think I needed to do some training, yes, that's why I got her. And then there's one from I Love Horses 1 on my A Lot of Fight Left in my video. And it says, why does all of the horses you buy nap or rear? Not hating, just wondering. So it's not really a hate comment, but I think that's like, people have said that before, and I think that's a stupid statement because I only had 3 horses who's reared, which is Mac, Molly, and Santo. And Santo never like reared when I tried him out. He just does it outside when I hack him because he's not used to being on trail rides. And on my video where I got Santo, which is called Into a Future I Never Imagined. It's not really a hate comment either. Like, I don't really get like hate comments. I usually just ignore them. But Thundering Hooves says, you never seem to keep your horses long. Yeah, it's true, but I have my reasons. Vera Lazaro, amazing horse, try not to give up like with all the other horses, he's the one. That annoyed me because I didn't give up on of my other horses. I sold them for good reasons, so which is not the same as giving up. Why don't you lease a horse if you keep selling them so soon? I mean, 1 to 2 years is not that soon, Lacey.
Please talk.
And then another video I got 85 dislikes. It's a push to reality. Goodbye, Molly. Barbs and me. Personally, I think you should never give up on a horse, but it's still your choice. I hope your new horse will fit you better and he will stay forever. Well, giving up on a horse is not the same as selling a horse is not giving up on a horse. Yeah, and the thing is that I sold Molly because she didn't want to jump. She was not comfortable jumping big. And I also wrote that in this description, but people don't seem to read my descriptions a lot. So Maria2DC says, some people are saying that you can't force a horse to do something that it doesn't want to, like jump higher classes. But when you buy your horse, don't you ever try and see how far you can go with it? I mean, mistakes and bad choices can happen, but the fourth or fifth horse, to me it looks like you just see them as an investment. Like you want to make a profit and not even enjoy just riding because you're passionate anymore. Selling 4 horses because they're not good anymore should make you think what mistakes you have done. Of course, selling a horse is not a crime, but don't get butthurt when people who will never be able to have a horse or have worked hard on the relationship they have with their own get pissed off because every 2 months you post a new horse video. Yeah, well, when I bought Molly, I bought her unseen, which is a stupid thing to do, but I just had to do it because I couldn't afford to go see her. I've had like a lot of horses, and when I was younger I did buy them as investment horses, but Connie, I bought him, I knew he was a schoolmaster, I knew I would have to sell him, but yeah, I planned to keep for a long time, but she didn't work out because we broke each other's confidence. Molly didn't want to jump, that's why I sold him. I have my reasons for selling all of my horses, and it's not a crime to sell a horse. And then I love horses. One writes, personally I agree with most of these comments. All this video is about Molly acting like a bitch. Seeing as she looked like she was napping, why didn't you just send her forward and make her listen? She wasn't napping, she was just acting up because she didn't want to do anything and she was scared of everything, so she would just go up. I've kept quiet far too long now, Therese, sorry. But why don't you just go view a horse in Norway instead of gambling and buying from another country? That's true. But I did try out Bea before I got her, but yeah. Which is to me unfair for the horses for traveling such a long way just to be sold after a few months. I mean, when horses go to international shows, they travel that for just a weekend, so the amount of money you've lost in these horses is a bit stupid in my opinion. Yeah, Molly couldn't handle jumping 1 meter plus, but I've always been told it's not about the height of the fences. All the horses you had did have a great potential, true. Just looks like you didn't want. Just looks like you want something that will do it all for you and teach you. And that way you don't have to learn from any mistakes in riding. I mean, that's just completely wrong. I just want a horse that would actually jump. But when I had Molly and Bea, my confidence was broken. So if I didn't get a horse like Santa who know his job, I would probably just. I even considered quitting because I was just terrified. It was so scary. And then we have like a long discussion in the comments. You can go read out if you want to. And then Speedway XX Speedway X Bum XX says, wonder when this would be on. Bet the new horse doesn't last long. Yeah, well, he did. Let's take some more comments from my favorite little hater, Macy White. If we can find a way, we'll make one. You suck, tell your horses what they do. What they do to. That did not make any sense. And then she writes on my crazy horse's journey. A good rider could ride that horse and make her do that stuff. You suck and are not a good horseman. Just stop riding. You're embarrassing the entire sport. I don't think by riding a crazy horse that I embarrass the entire sport. If you don't agree with the way I train my horse, you don't have to watch my videos. And I think it's more embarrassing when people like you write that kind of comments. And then on my first 125 with Santo, she says, find another sport that you do not suck at. And then I said, maybe if you feel so bad about yourself, go talk to a psychologist. If you don't like my riding, why the heck would you watch my videos? And then she says, is that what you think are wrong? You need some more training. You suck. You need to go to 2 feet cross country. That is where they do your type of riding. They all suck like you. I only watch your video to show what not to do, bitch. Okay. And on the same video she says, "You suck, you need to go back to cross rails, you cannot ride." And then Katie says, "It's funny how you're subscribed to her and you hate on her." And she says, LOL, I am not. I did not mean to subscribe. And third is not good. I win all of my classes. I do. Yeah, okay. And I'll meet my new horse. Yeah, there she said that. And then someone writes on my channel, "How do you get your channel to be so popular?" And Macy says, "People only watch your channel because they have nothing better to do than to watch someone to laugh at." That's funny. And then we have one, a lovely one. "You bitch and complain way too much. You need to grow up, stop complaining, suck it up and be thankful you even own a horse, because some of us don't even own one. So shut the hell up and stop fucking whining like a 10-year-old. Yeah, I think these kind of comments says more about the people commenting them than me. Well, okay, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it will not be too long and boring. And to Rick Gore, I have no hard feelings for you posting my video. You don't need to take it down or anything. I just find it really funny. And to all of you other people writing hate comments and mean comments and rude comments and bluntly comments, I don't care. It really does not affect me what you say, so if you feel like saying it, you can just go ahead, but it doesn't hurt me, like, it doesn't affect me in a negative way. It's not like it makes me sad or anything, but I do find it funny. I find it funny when Rick made that video. That was funny. Like, the whole concept is funny, and I never intended to make a video like this because I feel like they're kind of like having a pity party for people writing mean comments to me, which is not what I want. I don't need your pity. I don't need people to like be sorry for me, like, yeah, because I know what they say is not true and they don't know the story, so it really does not affect me that much. But yeah, I just did this video because I got several people saying that I should do a responding video to him. So yeah, Rick, I don't like you either, but I didn't make a direct video about that. And think like a horse, I don't think he's thinking like a horse. I think he's thinking like a person who thinks he wants to think like a horse. Maybe that's why you should call your channel Rick. Yeah, but thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who's commenting nice comments and who stood up for me on that video. And yeah, that was quite an entertaining start to my day. Peace out.